Hey guys, this is Jay Calder with Jay Unboxing here giving you a personal prediction for Jose Zepeda versus Regis Prograis. And as always, this is just my take, of course. Your prediction can be left down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it, especially for this one. While the odds might be a bit wider than I would expect, I think it's a close, good fight. Would love to hear your picks down in the comments section below. And a little bit of fight info here. We have Zepeda versus Prograis, as mentioned, taking place at the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California, airing live on pay-per-view of some sort, because every fight is. Why not? And this will be for the vacant WBC Junior Welterweight title. And this is one of the best fights of quarter four, in my opinion, with these two action fighters looking to earn a title that's up for grabs. Prograis has been a champion before, but in his only loss at the hands of Josh Taylor, he dropped the gold. And Zepeda has had some tough luck in a couple of title fights. So two losses as a pro, and those would be in title fights. Now, one way or another, someone leaves with a new strap. And regardless of the championship on the line or whatever, it's a damn good fight regardless. The speed and finesse of Prograis, the countering and toughness of Zepeda, and both will stand and fight when needed. A damn good one. Pay-per-view worthy? Yeah. Anyway, without more ado, let's break this one down. Starting with Zepeda here. For Zepeda to win, I think you want to use the pull counter. You use it very well. You have a very good pull counter, one of your best weapons, so it's especially something you're going to want to use against a fighter with shorter arms, which Prograis has. Make him pay when he tries coming in and landing some of his own offense. This will also allow you to get inside when you choose, as Prograis may be a little less ready to commit and try to close that range when you're the one that's always getting him with those counter shots down the middle as he's trying to step forward. This will buy you some real estate. Also, once you get it going and really establish it within this fight, you can start feinting with it to offset his rhythm and timing and make him overcommit at times when he's trying to really find his way back into this fight. That only allows for more of those opportunities with the pull counter, but allows for you to step forward and land some more combinations and then pivot out of the way as you like to do once you get your hands going. I would also say keep a busy jab. You have the range, use it. It only matters when you use it. If you don't use the range, you might as well be the same dimensions. Use what you have. Yes, at times you may need to brawl, but keep Prograis tamed as much as you can. That's going to favor your more tactical style. I'm not saying you're more tactical per se than Prograis, but you're certainly more tactical in terms of your more natural approach to a fight. So try to get that going in this contest. As I mentioned, force him to overcommit and use that pull counter to offset what he's trying to do, and then even offset some of your jabs, kind of keep him guessing when you switch it up. Pull counter, jab, use those feints to get it going. This will ultimately pay off later on in the contest if he has a very difficult time trying to gauge what you're doing and you're able to kind of get going with pretty much whatever you want if you can get these two things going consistently. And I would also say step in with the left hand. Leading with this shot isn't always a bad idea, especially as you grow into the fight, and especially if you can find your own rhythm and timing, because again, you do have the reach and you are looking to try to implement some of those jabs as we mentioned. The jab is gonna work well for setting this up, but you can switch back and forth with it. Jab a couple times, then step in, or just lead with it. It's something that you can mix in and it'll really vary your attack and keep him guessing. That's gonna be kind of instrumental in your success here is if you can keep him guessing. You have to be ready to tame him, kind of angles on the inside when needed. And again, you might have to bite down at times, but range may be your key to victory in this contest. And this left hand can give him something to think about, create that gap, and get those first two keys going as well. And switching over here, for Prograis to win, I think you want to set up the left hand. Your left hand is going to be vitally important to kind of setting up everything else you're trying to do, but you need to start this off successfully as well. Use a sweeping right hand to kind of get him on line for that left hand down the middle. You're going to want to step off to your right just a bit as you step in with that lead foot and kind of allow for that hand to line up perfectly. This way you're also in better position to get your hands going once inside because of that reach disadvantage that you have. Another tactic, of course, you can use is jab to the body, then bring that lead shot up as you're kind of crouching him over a little bit if you can consistently get it going. It's a shot that I think you throw pretty well, both the left hand and the jab to the body. So if you're able to implement that early on, you'll have some success as the contest progresses. I would also say figure out distance and timing. Now, this should be obvious for pretty much all fighters, but it's especially important in a fight where you're facing someone who likes to counter and has the range on you. For Prograis, you're going to need to figure this out pretty quickly. Zepeda has interesting slash deceptive timing. You need to figure it out starts with the feet. If you get your feet in the right place by stepping off just a little bit to your right, as mentioned, and by trying to get on that outside spot, so to speak, this is going to help you get closer. And this helps eliminate that pull counter. He won't be able to extend on it. It also allows you to get closer, which is in your range, and you'll be able to land that left that we discussed. This is going to be key and vital to your success on the night, and distance and timing will be vital. Finally, I would say work the inside. As the fight wears on, you're going to want to be the fresher man. You can't be tired and potentially out of range at the same time. That's a dangerous combination. Instead, when inside and positioning yourself well, make sure to attack the body. Make sure to make him work. Make sure to make him uncomfortable. You're not trying to knock him out with every single shot because Zepeda has power of his own, and that doesn't necessarily benefit either of you to just swing for the fences. But you're going to want to make him work. You're going to want to make him uncomfortable and press him down the middle. At times in his career, he has faded in those later fights. So if you can try to remind him of that, all the better. And push Zepeda back in those straight lines. When he's trying to do the pull counter, he's pulling back, but he's not backing up in a straight line. Instead, you're going to want to push him back, take some of his power away from him, make him more tired, and then try to hope that pays off for you later on in the fight. Now, in terms of my pick here, truth be told, this has been one of the harder fights of the year for me to pick. I have legitimately gone back and forth with my pick here. I really have. But as of this recording, I'm leaning towards Zepeda, but maybe just barely. It will be tight, in my opinion, especially early on as both try to figure out the other and the kind of best pathway to victory. However, I think Zepeda may win those middle rounds with counters and movement, which may make the difference long term. Overall, Prograis may finish a bit stronger, but I think Zepeda wins enough of the last few rounds to eke out a decision. And location may have something to do with that because they are on the West Coast, large Mexican fan base. You just never know what those judges might be influenced by, but I think overall he'll have done enough to earn that decision. Winner via close, split, or majority decision, Jose Zepeda. Now, the betting odds have been a bit interesting here. You've had Prograis pretty much the favorite the entire time, but it was a bit closer when the line opened up originally. However, now we have Prograis at a minus 300 favorite, with Zepeda coming in at a plus 240. Personally, as I mentioned, for me, I do believe Zepeda wins this fight, but it is a close one, so I wouldn't lay too much down on that line. That being said, it's a decent value, so probably a larger bet in that small range, so to speak. In other words, out of all the kind of range that I would give myself for a small bet, it'd be on the higher end of that. I'd be willing to take that chance. It's just a feeling that I happen to have. That's not to say that that's something I would suggest everyone do. It kind of is based on your personal preference here. Now, what I will say in terms of Prograis, I do think this is a close enough fight that there's not a great deal of value in a 3-1 favorite in this particular contest. So, again, keep that in mind when laying down those bets. Terms of an over-under, when I get one, I will pin it as the top comment down in the comments section below, but in any event, those are your odds. And my prediction record as of November 4th, 2022 is 33, 12, and 1 with 10 exact. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts, predictions, bets, so on and so forth. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at jcalderon_JOB. And you can email me at jagonboxing@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you there. Also, be sure to check out jagonboxing.com for schedule, results, betting odds, all that good stuff. And as always, until next time.